Could share more fight story times, but instead I'm going to share the story time on the reason I don't fight anymore and how I ended up with a warrant out for my arrest. We keep it real and honest on this page, so if this is too crazy for you, keep on scrolling. I'm speaking my truth and I think everyone should. As always, let's set the scene. I was formerly homeless, I had just gotten my own apartment, and I moved out to a different city, neighboring the city I'd already lived in, to build my business. Moved out there with a boyfriend and his best friend, and it was fine and dandy for some time. Let's call said roommate James. Yeah, it got bad quick because me and James never see eye to eye, and he's a fire sign. He's a fire sign and I am an air sign. We don't mix. James was really struggling with feeling lonely in a new city, so we made friends with this couple that we were really getting along with. Funny, they were always up to hang out, and we really got along with them really well. So I thought, one day we were all hanging out and they decided to bring over their little sister, and their little sister was only like a year and a half younger than me, so we really vibed, like instantly. Call said girl Mandy. Like I said, we liked all the same things, so we got along so quick, like it happened very quickly. Instantly start vouching for James and Mandy to start dating. I'm like, y'all need to date. Like, I love this idea. Yeah, no. This really bad habit of when I meet someone that I really get along with, I assume we're just gonna be friends for the rest of our lives, and I see none of their flaws. Sure enough, they start dating, and at first I thought this is gonna be the best thing ever. Best friendship, like, oh my god, we can go on double dates. No. Obviously, now that James is like in the family, he's like talking with the couple more often. Baby, is he spewing lies about me. He is just on one about me. He does not like me anymore. Like boys tend to do this when you date their best friend. They just like get really mad and jealous. It's like, you date him then. You date him then. Eventually, James starts playing both sides, right? He's telling them that we're talking about them and us that they're talking about us. So we're all like mad at each other for really no reason. The reason does come to surface, but it's not there yet, right? Mind you, while all of this is happening, he's like still bringing her over our house and having her sleep over, and I'm like having to deal with her in my house. Like, mind you, at this time of my life, my motto was like, if you're gonna talk shit, let's just fight it out. Like, that's just how I live my life at that point. All finally comes to a head when James comes home one day saying that Mandy said she thinks I have a crush on him, which is fucking hilarious because he's one, not my type, and two, my boyfriend's best friend. Like, what? I was like, literally, what? There's physically no way for me to be attracted to you or have a crush on you in any way of the word. Instantly offended by this, so I'm like, you know what? No, I'm gonna text this girl and ask what her problem is and why is she acting like this? I thought we were friends. Like, what? Text her this long thing about how I don't have a crush on her boyfriend and how she needs to get a grip and how she needs to stop talking shit about me. Like, period. Instead of responding to this text, she just blocks me, which was so weird to me because, like, we could have worked it out, but instead you're blocking me. Like, this is so weird. Like, you date my roommate, so I'm going to see you again. Like, what are you doing? The same week, I end up having to get a very personal, intimate procedure done, and James is aware of this. Post-procedure, I feel like shit, I look like shit, and I'm on pain pills, and I didn't want anyone coming to my house, right? Wrong. Shows up other than Mandy and James, who hadn't been home since literally before I had texted her, so it was very, very good timing. Not only do they stroll through the door, her two best friends from college stroll through the door, and they're louder than hell. Like I said, I feel like shit, look like shit, and no one told me that a whole party was coming to my house while I felt like shit.